Hello, we're MossCharmly.
And on this episode, we're going to talk about some things we learned from the Shonen Jump guide of Making Manga.
Yes, this thing is great, this book.
It's fantastic. It is a thing, but it is a book as well. With pages to flip open and enjoy. Okay, this Shonen Jump guide to Making Manga isn't a standard how-to. This book focuses more on storytelling and gives examples of how present mangakai go about illustrating manga in their own unique way. It also focuses more on the mindset of creating and giving great advice about how to improve your storytelling techniques and how to better compose, conceptualize, and make your storytelling more understandable and dynamic.
Plus ways to practice that.
That's what you need to do, practice. This book won't show you how to illustrate a dynamic pose. It won't show you how to create a great composition, or to even how to do a layout with speech bubbles. So that's not this kind of book. It's more about the mindset. So
it kind of has some speech bubble techniques, but it won't show you how to draw.
It's not giving you the A, B, C, D, E's.
Yeah, it's not like
how
that.
to. It's like these aren't about the steps to take to be a successful art. Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah. We hope this sort of clarifies a bit of what you'll gain from this book.
We also don't want to give too much of the awesomeness that this book has to offer. So here are just some interesting takeaways from this book. We do recommend taking a look at it. It's rich with information and inspiration. Check it out at your local library.
It's all about the biblioteca.
Yes.
For sure.
Okay, let's start.
Number 1. We're going to have 3, and this is the first one.
Yeah.
Different artists tell a story differently, even with the same prompt.
Yeah.
So in the book, some of the artists are given 2 prompts, and not a single one of them told the story in the same way. They were all unique in how they told it and how they got their message across, and even the feel of the story. Some were more comedic, and some were even very dark.
Yeah.
With the same prompt. Amazing.
I know, it's really
That's
great.
the point.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah.
So, number 2, draw a 2-page spread. This helps you get good at telling the story. It allows you to focus on readability. Readability is making sure your text and images flow in a way that is not just appealing, but something that is understandable to your reader. Yeah.
Some good advice from
yes.
the creator of Demon Slayer.
Yes.
Right? We were asked, what do you do first after deciding to become a mangakai author? What was the first thing you wanted to do?
Practicing,
strategizing. Yeah, right. Exactly. And
or did you have an efficient way to practice?
Yeah, these are the major questions. So their response was, I wanted to get faster at drawing storyboards. So I practiced writing the text alone first. Because obviously that's what they struggled with.
Yeah.
Being able to get the conversational back and forth. If you find that's what slows you down, train by writing back and forth conversations in a list.
In a list form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just, like boom, 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 like a ping pong, boom, 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 and it'll totally help you out. More generally, you should analyze yourself, polish the skills you have, and work on conquering your weaknesses as much as possible.
That feels like a very Demon Slayer thing to say,
right?
too.
Right. Poignant.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's really awesome and really good advice. I really was very impressed by that. I was like, wow, that's a good idea, because we've had comics that were
not accepted at all.
Not accepted because...
And you go back and you look at them and you're like, oh my
gosh, that was terrible.
That was horrible. And it was like, wow, why not? And it was like, well, obviously.
Yeah, the art was great. The
story concepts were there.
Yeah,
but it's how it's being told.
The written part was just terrible.
Yeah. It was how it was being told, how it was being read as the reader. So, anyways, you can always go back, and that's important. Try to be objective with yourself, because that's also something necessary to be able to see what things you personally feel you struggle with and you should work on.
Yeah, so, objectivity is super
very important. Be patient and constructive. That's a good one. So,
yes.
Okay, number 3.
Drawing a stockpile of background characters at the ready. So having side characters who interact with the main character and villains Having that stockpile, even if you don't end up using a character, they're bound to come in handy down the line.
For sure, even if you don't use them.
Yeah.
If you have digital art, if you even do everything, pencil ink, it's good to have that stuff just sort of sitting there in the weight,
Yeah, you don't even
in the
think
wings
about
for
it.
you, because it won't slow down your storytelling, because you'll either have a character in mind you're writing for, or you'll be like, okay, this character suits my needs presently, because you want to keep the rhythm up of your storytelling. So
perfect way to put it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We hope this helps you out
on
your journey to making comics
Yeah.
or manga. It's really important just to really just understand yourself and what you're trying to express.
So either way, it will help you out with telling your story, regardless if it's in a webcomic format or a manga format. This book will be an asset for you.
For sure. We highly recommend it. This is not sponsored. We were not handed this by
No.
Shonen at all. We found this on our own, and we thoroughly enjoy it. And we go back to it quite often, just because it's like, wow, this truly is an asset.
It gives me motivation,
doesn't it?
to
When
actually...
you're feeling a little bit.
It makes me feel more motivated.
Yeah. Why am I doing this in the first place?
Yeah.
We'll check it out. So,
MossCharmly out.
We hope it helps. Have a great day. Bye.